So we are starting today's session. Good afternoon, all. Welcome to today's second session of week-long workshop on research and academic publication and ethics. My name is Dr. Raful Amin Lashkar, Assistant Professor at Bahona College, and I will be serving as your moderator for this session. So next we will be hearing a presentation from Dr. Manoj Kumar Burma on this very timely topic, I would say, databases and matrices. So now moving along to our session, please welcome Dr. Manoj Kumar Verma, who will be speaking to us on databases on matrices. Dr. Verma did his PhD in Library and Information Science from Guru Ghasidas University, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. He is currently serving as Associate Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Mizoram University. He has many significant publications in reputed national and international journals, received many awards, attended many workshops, national and international, and holds many administrative posts at the university as well. His research interest, or you can say specializations, are foundation of library and information science, information seeking behavior and information literacy, user study, digital library, information technology, knowledge organization, bibliometrics, sensiometrics, webometrics, web content analysis, etc. So we have here lots of things to learn from his vast research experiences on the subject. Also, we would appreciate all the participants would fill out the feedback form provided at the end of the session, because we have some feedback mechanisms where we will take also the attendance. So we'll have a separate, at the end of the search talk, we'll have a separate discussion session where you can put your questions or discuss on the topics, relevant question you can ask. Also, still, all participants may put their questions in the chat box during the session. So you can type your questions in the chat box also, so that we can discuss those questions at the end of the session with sir. So without further delaying the session, I request Dr. Burma to deliver his talk. Over to you, sir, please. Sir,
the voice is not coming, sir.
Yeah. So thank you, moderator, Dr. Amin Lashkar ji, and the organizing committee members and dear participant. Good afternoon to all, and greetings from the Mizoram University. I am, as sir already introduced, presently I am working in the Mizoram University and doing some small contribution to my subject, my area. Basically, I belong to library and information science subject. Okay, so the topic, whatever today I am going to talk, that is database and citation. In fact, that topic, the organizer, they asked me. So now I am sharing my PPT. Then I will start my presentation. Yeah, I think my PPT is visible.
yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, see, the topic of my presentation is bibliographical database and research matrix. Okay, see, the two different things are there. I can say in my topic, two part is there. There is a clearly two part. Okay, दो भाग है इसके. That is a bibliographical database and research matrix. Okay, so I will start my presentation with the bibliographic database. What is bibliographical database? With I will give the examples. Okay, and different bibliographical database. They be and on the basis of their subject coverage. Then I will come to the research matrix. Okay, so see, the first is, as it is a bibliography, so the concept, what is the bibliography? This is the first question which we have to understand. What is the meaning of bibliography? All we know the bibliography is a list of the source you use to write a report. Suppose you are writing your exam. In exam paper, you are writing for your exam, you are writing some books. And on the basis of that, you are writing some what you study in different books, the content, different content, you are writing some notes or something you are writing, and to write that content, what sources you used in last, you give the bibliography. Okay, to write the above chapter, yeah, above assignment, yeah, write above articles, I consulted the above the following mentioned sources. So bibliography, it is a Latin word. Actually, it is originated from the Latin, and meaning is that biblio means books. Okay, in Latin, biblio means books and graphy means list. So bibliography is a list of the book. List of the books. Why we need the list of the books? Because to show, no, it is to show what I am writing, yeah, what I have written, what sources I use to write. If you see any journalist article, no, any journalist article, see the down I give one example. The author name, author role, title, okay, the publication place, the publishing, from where it is published, the volume number, issue number, all these things, the detailed information, it is a component of the bibliography. Okay, so there is a different type of the bibliography in our subject we are compiling, that is author bibliography, subject bibliography, title bibliography. Okay, so suppose author bibliography you are compiling in our library, means what authors know. We have 1,000 books, suppose you have 5,000 books. So who are their authors? Okay, we compile author wise, title wise, subject wise. Normally we compile. So now the second concept is database, because our topic is bibliographic database. So database, the question is that what is the database? A database is any organized collection of data. Okay, you know the information is we generate the information after compilation of some data. So database is an organized collection of data. We have different data. When we organize that data in a systematic way and store, so that store item we call database. Okay, some examples of database you may encounter in your daily life, like a telephone books. Okay, suppose district-wise telephone books is there. So that books, how many people they are living in that particular area, your district? No, that is a telephone directory, the database of the persons and their number. Then TV guide, airlines reservation system, motor vehicle registration record, paper in your filing cabinet, file on your computer hard drive. So these are the examples of the database, where different type of the data you are keeping in some sequence. Your sequence, sometimes sequence, no, it depends upon the person to person, how they arrange. Okay, like telephone directory, we are arranging the telephone directory by alphabetical order, A, B, C, D. Okay, airline reservation system, we are arranging some either alphabetical or some PNR number sequence, or some sequence. Okay, so that particular sequence are there. The sequence, it is defined by the database management system. No, who is controlling this? So what is the component of any database management system? Because you have to understand bibliographical data, that's why I want to explain you. See the procedure, database access language, one language. Suppose what language that database is available, Hindi, in English, Assami, many foreign language are there. So when we are designing the database, we have to give the instructions, or we make the program in which access we can, in which language the database can be accessed. Then procedure, how we can, or in what procedure we can see the database. Then hardware. What hardware is required to run the database? Software, data, people. Okay, these are the components. And one examples I have given here for the customer ID. No, see databases, this is the customer list. So customer ID, file name, last year name, then contact number, SSN number, city, all their details we store in the database.
Your slides are not moving, I think.
No, it is sick. Okay, sir. It is moving.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it is moving.
It is showing the first slide only.
Okay.
Can anyone confirm? Yeah, now it is moving.
Sir, can you put on the slide share? That's why I think it's not moving.
Yeah. I think this is okay, no, because it is a big slide.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So you can put it on slide share. No issues with that.
Okay. So this is databases. This is the component of data, and this is an example of the database. One customers are there. So suppose you want to make the customer details, then customer ID, their first name, last name, their contact number, their city address. No, we are compiling in the one database in our computer. So that whole data, we can say this is the database of my customers. In library, we are using library users. So all the users, see nowadays, what happened when new session, now admission is going on in college, in our university. So what happened after admission, student, they fill up their library form, they submit to the library, and librarians or library staff, they are preparing their database in the computer. Once database is ready, then next time they will come by RFID system or computerized system, no need to search. They will just scan their ID card, their account will open. So why it is opening automatically? Because that customer data is now shifted from the application form to the computer in form of the database. Or I can say that the data of the particular customer is stored in the library database. That's why it is automatically opening. Now we came to our topic, that is the bibliographical database. Okay, so a bibliographical database, it is a database of bibliographic record and organized digital collection of references to published literature, including journals, newspaper, articles, conference proceedings, reports, governments, and legal publication, patent books, etc. So what is the bibliographical database? Bibliographical database, it is a record of in organized digital collection of references. What references? Which is published literature. No, either it is published in the journals, newspaper articles, conference proceedings, reports. There is a many way of the publications. So when we are compiling that the published literature, when we are compiling their list, author-wise, title-wise, subject-wise, in some data, we store their data in digital form. That stored data is called database. In contrast to the library catalog, in which a large proportion of the bibliographic record in the bibliographical database describe the article, conference paper, etc. Okay, in the library, we are compiling the books database, users database. Okay, so some common bibliographical abstract and citation databases are Scopus, Web of Science, PubMed, Medline, Agris, and Dimensions. Okay, these are some examples of the databases. They are the commercial databases. They are listing the different sources of the literature, different type of the literature in their database, and any users, if they have the access of that databases, they can search, they can find out their need information, what they want to search. The first database, Scopus. Scopus is one database. It is a premium abstract citation and bibliographical database that comprehensively index more than 87 million publications, detail more than 1.7 billion cited references, more than 70 million author profile, and 261,000 books, 7,000 publishers detail, and 94,000 institution profile in the Scopus. Okay, so Scopus deliver a broadest coverage of any interdisciplinary abstract and citation database, covering 240 disciplines research instructors, librarians, and students who rely on the Scopus are confident that odds of the making key publication are greatly reduced. Okay, so in a simple term, we can say the Scopus, no, it is a biggest database. Okay, we can store the number. If you see 87 million publications, okay, 1.7 billion cited references it covers. The Scopus launches in November 2004. Scopus is the source neutral abstract and citation database curated by independent subject matter experts with over 25,100 titles from more than 7,000 international publishers. Scopus delivers the most comprehensive overview of the world richest research output in the field of science, technology, medicine, social science, and art and humanities. Means that I just
Dear participants, I think there is some network issues on the end of the resource person. Kindly be patient for some time. He will join us. Dear participants, I just had a word with the resource person. He is connecting in few minutes. Kindly be patient and apologies for the interruption. Thank you.
participants, please stay connected. He will be back shortly. So in the meantime, here is an announcement for the session 1 and session 2. For today's session 1 and 2, we have the code ready. So for your feedback form. So for session 1, code is Amazon, AMAZON, and for session 2, the code is Honda. So I will be writing these codes in your chat box, and check in the chat box. Also, in the meantime, you can discuss the topic or any other relevant topics in the chat box. Sir will join again shortly.
Dear participants, we have our resource person back online. So, sir, the stage is all yours.
Yeah. Sorry, dear participant and organizer, I lost my internet connection. No, it gone. So now, again, I am joining with another device.
It's okay, sir. Please continue.
Yeah. So that time I was talking about the Scopus database. Okay, so it is the one of the biggest, and I was in discovery. So by using the Scopus, we can discover new different type of the new information on the basis of the its coverage. Then the last feature it has it gives is analysis. On the basis of our discovery, we can analyze different type of the data, especially when we are studying, center matrix, bibliometrics, study H index, okay, collaboration pattern. So on the basis of the data we discovered from Scopus database, we can analyze their data. Who are the best researcher in a particular topic, what is the collaboration pattern in a particular subject, in particular area of the research. Now, how we search in the Scopus database? See, the Scopus, if you log in, there is a Scopus search, author search options is there. You can search in the Scopus by document, by author, by affiliation. Suppose author search, you click the author search, then this box will come, last name of the author, their first name, then their affiliation institute, and if you search, click, then that particular author information will open. Suppose I have given my name. If you see the previous slide, I put Burma, Manoj Kumar, Mizoram University in the author search. Then this data was appeared. Means that particular data, how I have 39 research paper I publish in the Scopus index. Total my Scopus citation means what 39 paper I published, how the citations I received by that 39 journals, that 39 papers in the Scopus index journal, that is 106, and my H index of my citation is 7. Means out of my total 107 citation in 39 publications, my 7 articles have minimum 7 citations. Okay, H index H7 means my 7 of my articles have minimum 7 citations. So this is my H index. We can calculate in the Scopus database. Now, affiliation. Suppose Mizoram University you want to search, so you have to search at the affiliation. Then see, Mizoram University data will come. It in slide it is not visible much, but if you see total publications, then 2,131 document on the name of the Mizoram University was found, and 1,953 papers are there, and the H index of the Mizoram University is 67. So this type of the data institution wise we can search. Then how we search the data? The Scopus database, it use the Boolean operation and or not. I don't know you are aware about Boolean operation or not. The Boolean operation, there is a three operations, three segment we are using, that is and, are, and not. Suppose you search the information on A, then you can put no A, not B. Then the Scopus, it will search only A related information, not B. If you put A and B, means Google will find out the information which is related to A and B both. Okay, so like this we are filtering to enhance our filter quality. We are using this Boolean operators in our search. Now another bibliographical database is Web of Science after Scopus. Another bibliographical database is Web of Science. The Web of Science is previously known as Web of Knowledge. It is a paid access platform that provide typically via the internet access to multiple databases that provide reference and citation data from academic journals, conference proceedings, and other documents in the various academic disciplines. It was originally produced by the Institute of Scientific Information. It is currently owned by the Clavivet. One company is there which is presently handling, which is owned by, who is owning this Web of Science. The Web of Science is the world's most trusted bibliographical independent global citation database, guided by legacy of Dr. Eugene Garfield. Eugene Garfield is one of the father of citation analysis. Okay, he inventors of the world first citation index. The Web of Science is the most powerful search engine, delivering your library with best in class publication, citation data, and confidence discovery access to the assessment. This databases extensively provides the journal impact factor for those journals indexed in under it. No, the Web of Science, they are providing the impact factor for they are calculating the impact factor for the journal on the and on the basis of the impact factor, we are ranking the journals. No, which journal is the top, which are in middle, which are in bottom line. This is the browser screenshot of the Web of Science. See, the search box is there. Already I marked by the red color. No, from there you can put the query, subject, your keyword, and you can search the informations. Then Web of Science goes the collections. If we talk the collections of the Web of Science, there is a 6 type of the collections. It is available in the Web of Science platform. One is the Science Citation Index expanded. Okay, there is a huge amount of the science related informations are there. Social Science Citation Index related to the social science, there is over 3,400 of the world most impactful journal across the 58 social science discipline, more than 9 million records, and 122 million cited references are from 1900 to present. It is available.
The third domain is a art and humanity citation index. Okay, and the next is a emerging source citation database, then book citation database, conference proceeding citation database. So in the Web of Science, we have these 6 type of the core collections, and every suppose you want to know about book citation, then you click on that portion, and from there you can search the book related citations. Now, the third database is the Medline. Medline is the National Library of Medicine, NLM, premier bibliographical database that contains more than 29 million references to the journals article in the life sciences with the concentration of biomedicine. A distinctive feature of the Medline is that the record are indexed with NLM medical subheadings. Actually, the Medline, it is belong to the health information database. Okay, about hospital, no, medical line, medical field. Medline is the primary component of PubMed, a literature database developed and maintained by the NLM, National Library of Medicines, National Center for the Biotechnology Information. Medline is the online counterpart of the medical literature analysis and retrieval system, organized in 1964. The major journals selected in the Medline based on the recommendation of the literature selection techniques review committee, what they recommend, they are covering in that area. Then currently there is a 5,200 worldwide journals are about 15 languages. They are covering different, their coverage is it is related to the biomedicine, health, broadly defined to encompasses those areas of life sciences, behavioral science, chemical science, bioengineering needed by health professionals and other engaged in the basis of the research, clinical area, public health, health policy development, and related educational activities. Then this is the Medline resources. I show you in different parameters, the librarian, public. From there, you can search the literature on the Webline resources. You can use this search. Now, the next bibliographical database is the AGRIS. It's belong to the field of the agriculture science. Since 1974, the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, FAO, has provided support to its member countries to make their research output visible and accessible through the International System of Agricultural Science and Technology, AGRIS, one of the most comprehensive search engine in food and agricultural scientific language, providing free access to millions of bibliographical records in 90 different languages. The AGRIS is currently indexed books, journals, articles, monographs, books, chapter, databases, dataset, gray literature, including the unpublished scientific and technical report, these dissertations and conferences paper in the area of the food and agriculture. And AGRIS indexes bibliographical references but does not store the full text articles. However, the AGRIS include available link via the checkable icons text, access to the full text displayed on the right side of the screen on the descriptions of the resources page. This is the search page of the browsing page of the AGRIS. From there, see different segment is there, different keyword. We can put, and from there we can any information related to the agricultural science and technology information we can search and use. This is the Agri's homepage. Okay, it is giving different information. No, how online we can access the information, latest information on their homepage. Now, the next database is the dimension database. The dimension database, it is an integrated database that allows the researcher to search and analyze the grant, patent, clinical trial, policy document, and publications. Actually, before earlier document, no, the Scopus, Web of Science, they are not giving the information about the clinical trial, policy document, and publications, such type of things. But dimensions, it is giving the such type of the information. Also, with the dimension database, we can map out the analyze the research landscape, see the relationship between the researcher, publication, patent grant, policy document, allowing the users to see the whole research life cycle as well as examine any one point in great detail. I identify the emerging trend and pinpointed under presented area of the research, the dimension database. Then find source of the funding. It decide where to publish your research findings and compare the journals, funders, authors, and research institutions. It view the Almetrics data at variety of the levels, different Almetrics data. No, nowadays, see, we have, there is a social media, use of social media. So dimensions, they are also providing the Almetrics score, Almetrics score. From here, you can analyze the online attention score. No, your article, how many online attention score is getting, we can analyze. Then why dimension is different, is so different from the Scopus or Web of Science? Because it is a comprehensive database that does not impose any limitation on the users. Means openly what information you want, you can retrieve. Then moving beyond the citation to deliver a broad picture of the impact. It is, that Scopus and Web of Science, they are concentrated, they are mainly given the data on the related to the citation. Either it is article, paper citation, journal's impact factor, that is also calculated on the basis of the citation, or the author citation, means their H index, their G index, their different parameters of the author index. But the dimension, they are giving much many more things other than the citations, that is there, which we can calculate on different social media. We call it online attention score and all. Then what dimension provides? See, publication, data set it provide, grant it provide, then author, site Almetrics score also. See down some tick, red color tick is there. That Almetrics score we can see in social media, suppose Twitter, Facebook, if someone is sharing, someone is commenting on your paper or your research. So that citation also it is given in this dimension. On the basis of that, we are doing the Almetrics analysis nowadays. Now, the second part of my presentation, that is the research matrix. Okay, so what happened? We are doing the research, but how we are performing our research, it is calculated on the basis of different metrics. We called it research matrix. Research metrics are the measured, used the quality, quantify the influence or impact of the scholarly work. Suppose how quantifying the influence of impact on scholarly work. What scholarly work is going on by a particular institute, in a particular discipline, by a particular regions, by a particular institute. No, we can quantify by using this research matrix. So these has a transformation with the advancement of the electronic index like citation, science citation index, social science citation index, and treated the recorded citation to scholarly article on the basis of the citation from long back, means 40-45 years back. We are doing as a library science professional in form of the bibliometric and centimetrics. This got another addendum to measure the research impact with the beginning of the journal citation report in 1975 displayed in the journal impact factor. In 1975, first time on the basis of the journals, the paper citation, the Web of Science, they started to give the impact factor for the journals. Okay, see, among the in a particular subject area, which journal have high impact factor, means their article, their published article are getting more citation. So from there, in initiation is in the same way 2004 when Scopus was introduced. No, it is a competitor of the Web of Science and providing the citation tracking journals matrix also. Now what type of the research we are doing in the research matrix? Two type of the one is the journal article level matrix. Okay, these measure the influence or impact of a journal in a particular subject. One matrix we are analyzing on the basis of the article journals level, and that is indicate the quality of the journals. How we measure the quality? That, and it is like, if you want to know the example journal level matrix, that is impact factor, site score, source normalized impact factor, and many more. Okay, and another research matrix, that is the author level. Okay, author level, these metrics measure the impact of an author in a discipline. These highlight how an author research is impactful in his own subject and accepted, recommended, cited by his peers. Suppose who is reading how they are citing them. So the author level matrix we can use H index, G index, I10 index, total citation, collaboration coefficient, and many more. Now, I will take up the journal citation impact, and journal citation report is the first JCR. We called it JCR. JCR provide you the transparent publishers, neutral data, and statistics you need to make confidence decision in today's evolving the scholarly publication landscape. Whether you are submitting your first manuscript or managing a portfolio of thousands of the publication, it is the product of the clavate analysis. The clavate analysis Web of Science, they are giving the impact factor. Journal citation report. The quickly understand the journal role within the influence open to a global research community by exploring a rich array of citation metrics, including the journal impact factor. Okay, journal impact, on the basis of the journal impact factor, JCR was prepared. Suppose this is there is a different science journal, social science 9,509 science journals are there, 3,511 social science journals are there, 1,758 art and humanities journals are there, and out of the all total publications, 4,672 gold open journals are there. So that journals which they are indexed in the Web of Science, they are how on the basis of their citations they are ranked. The journal citation report is only resource of its kind produced by the publisher neutral expert. On the basis of their impact factor, they are ranked the journals. Another journal's impact measure is that site score. Site score, the same way the Web of Science is doing. JCR in Web of Science we call it site score. The impact factor calculated in the Scopus database, that is site score. Site score metrics are a suite of indicators calculated from the data of Scopus, the world leading abstract and citation database of the peer-reviewed literature. Calculating the site score is based on the number of citation of the document, article, review, conference paper, book chapter, and data papers by a journals over 4 years divided by the number of the same document type indexed in the Scopus and published in those same 4 years is that site score. Okay. See, this is the site score methodology. Suppose a journal, you want to know the site score of a journal which is published in 2021. So, see, the article which is published, the total citation it received in in 2018 to 2021 divided by the article published in 2018 to 21. Okay, suppose a journal, a journal, suppose for example, a journal A is there. So, if you want to calculate the site score of that particular journals, then we can calculate like this. The three last 4 years, suppose 18, 19, 20, 21. How many citations that journal received? Okay, and divided by how many articles in last 4 years they publish. The after division, what value will come? That will be your site score. Okay, last 4 years, how many citations a particular journal received divided by the number of the article published in last 4 years. So that value we are calculating the site score. I calculate the library high-tech, no one library science journal. See, the site score for 2022 is 3.9. So 3.9, see, I down if you see, I calculated, no, it is like, no, 863 citations it received from 2018 to 2021, and 219 documents it published by this journal in 2018 to 2021. So when we divide, we found the value 3.9. Okay, and same way, if you see you want to calculate 2022, then the 772 citation it was received in 2022 till now, means presently, then 213 document was published in this journal in last 4 years, so value is 3.6. Now SCIS Science Imago Journals ranking. The Science Imago Journals ranking is based on the concept of transfer of the prestige between journals via their citation link, drawing on the similar approach to the Google page rank algorithm, which assume that importance websites are linked to from other important websites. SJR weight each incoming citation to the journal by the SJR or other citing journals, with the citation from the higher SJR source counting for more than a citation from lower SJR source, like site score SJR count for the journal size by averaging across the recent publication and calculating annually. It is calculating annually. SGR is also powered by the Scopus data and freely available in the analogy site score. If you see the example, no, SJR, this is the value SJR. Okay, so SJR, it is a annual data. It is a annual data. Suppose actually SJR is a same in a site score. We are taking the data for the 4 years, and SJR we are taking the data for the 1 year. That's why you see the value is less. Why this value is less? Suppose one article published in 2022, then if you calculate their impact factor in the same year, the number of the article and the citation, their citation will be less, because getting a citation, it will take little time, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Okay, so hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yeah, any
Yes, sir. Okay.
yeah, anything, Anupam?
Nothing, sir. Someone may be
Yes, sir.
unmuted there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You are audible. Please continue.
Okay. So see, SGR value is always less. See, site score is 3.9 of high tech, but the SGR value is only 0.467. Why it is low? Because it is calculated on the same year, 1 year, and oh no, so that's why it is low. So the SJR, it is giving it is giving the impact factor. Yeah, we can say the publication impact for the 1 year only. Now, the another interesting things, source normalized impact factor per paper. Actually, it is emphasized, it emphasized the journal, per paper, means a particular paper, the impact it is highlighting. The source normalized impact factor per paper is a sophisticated matrix that interestingly account of field specific difference in citation practice. It does so by comparing each journal citation per publication with the citation potential of its field, defined as a set of the publications citing the journals. So this in this impact, when we are calculating the comparing each journal citation per publications. Okay, each journal citation per publications with the publication potential of its field, defined as the set of publications citing that journal. The SNP, the SNIP SNP, therefore measured conceptual citation impact and enable the different comparison of journals in different subject field. Since the value of the single citation is greater for the journal in field where citations are less likely and vice versa. The SNP is calculated annually from Scopus data and is freely available along with there. Okay, how we are here, I am emphasizing how SNP is, we are calculating the SNP. See, the SNP is the ratio between journal impact per publications. Okay, each publications, the ratio we are calculating, and that we call it IPP, means impact per publication, as per the numerator, and the data set citation potential, that is DCP, as the denominator, that is SNP. And SNP means IPP, means impact per publication, divided by DCP, data set citation potentials. The IPP is simply the average number of citations received in a particular year. Okay, please remember the IPP, because we have to divide the IPP by DCP. So IPP, it is simply the average number of the citation received in the particular year, that is 2018, by the paper published in the journal during last 3 preceding years, that is 2015, 16, and 17. Suppose a paper, a paper published in 2015, 16, and 17, how many citation it received in the 2018? So for the denominator, we know that there are large differences between scientific field in the frequency at which authors cite articles. In view of this, for each journal, an indicator is calculated of the citation potential within the subject area it's covered. This citation potential is represented by the DCB score. And here, see, I am giving SNP. See, it is 1.183. This value is little high. Why this value is high? See, SNP, how we are calculating? For example, for your understanding, because many mathematical and technical word is there, so I was putting some example for your understanding. So SNP for the journal X for the year 2021, suppose you want to calculate a journal, any journals. So suppose paper, there is a paper A, B, C, D. Okay, paper A got the citation in 2018 each 15 citation. B paper got 18 citation, C paper got 10 citation, D paper got 24 citation. Okay, so you have to add all the, because it is saying the average citation. Average citation, how you will calculate? You have to calculate all this number and you have to divide by 5. So suppose D, the article, the the article, it is got 24, but the average citation is 16.75. So SNP for 2021 will be 16.75 divided by total published article in the journal X. X is the name, suppose, no, X is the name in 2018, 2019, 2020. Okay, so the average citation published in that journal, suppose in one journal, suppose I can took the example of Desidog Journal of Library and Information Technology, it is biannual. Okay, each article, if it, each issue, if it published, suppose 8 article, then in 6 it will be published, no, 8 into 6, then 48 article. So 48 articles, their citation, maybe some paper 0 citation, maybe some paper only 3 citation, maybe one paper 10 or 20 citation. So we have to make the average of that citation, and the last 3 years DJLIT, how many papers they publish, we have to divide, and that value will be their SNP value. Now the journal impact factor. The journal impact factor, no, it is a calculated by the covariate analysis as the average of the sum of the citation received in a given years to the journal previous 2 years. Okay, published publications linked to the journal but not necessary to the specific publication, divided by the sum of the citable publication in the previous 2 years. Owing the way in which citation was counted in the numerous and subjectivity of what constitute the citable item in the denominators. Journal impact factor has received sustained criticism from many years for its lack of the transparency and reproducibility and potential for the manipulation and the metrics. Okay, so journal impact factor we are calculating on the basis of, it is on the base of the 2 years. Last 2 years, suppose a particular journals, last 2 years, how much citations it was received and divided by how many papers they are published. Suppose the journals of DJLIT, again I took the example of DJLIT. Suppose in last 2 years there is a 100 citation, and last 2 years it published around 100 citation. So 100 papers. So 100 divided by 100, it become 1. Then impact factor of the journals will be 1. Okay, on the basis of that, we are calculating the journal impact factor. The formula, no, the total cited count article published in the journal for the last 2 years in the targeted year, divided by the number of the article published in the journals for the last 2 years before the targeted. Suppose you want to calculate the impact factor for a journal for 2018, then you have to cited document in 2017 and cited document of 2016 divided by number of the paper published in 2017 and number of the paper published in 2016. The value, whatever it will come, that will be your journal impact factor, your impact factor for that particular journals. Now I am coming to the author means researcher matrix. How we are calculating, as I mentioned, the research matrix divided in the 2 parts. One is the journal, another one is the researcher. So now researcher, the H index. Okay, H index. The H index is the matrix for evaluating the cumulative impact of an author, scholarly output and performance, measure quality with quality and comparison publication in citations. Okay, actually H index is a one parameter. On the basis of that, we can rank the researchers. There is a many mathematical formulas are there. I will not go there directly. I will try to explain you about H index. See, H index, suppose a author have many publications. Okay, 20, 30 in their Google Scholar. So how many papers have minimum that much citation? That is the H index. Little maybe you little difficult. See this, no, H index. Okay, H index. H index of Dr. Kalyan and number of citation it is given. See the serial and the 8, no, the red color 8 means the 8 paper. This is a number of the paper. The first is one paper of Dr. Kalyan is have 75 citation. Another paper, 2 paper have 68. The third paper have 65. 4 paper is a 60 citation. 3 paper is 65. 4 paper is 60. 5 paper have 45. 7 paper have 12, and 8 paper have 9 citation. Okay, so 8 paper have 9 citation, then H is Dr. Kalyan H index will be H. Means 8 paper have minimum 8 citation. If you go to 9, then 9 paper have 5 citation. Means the 9th paper have less than 9. That's why his H index will be only 9. Means the number of the paper H index, no, suppose myself Manoj Verma, my H index is 14. Means my 14 paper have minimum 14 citation. Okay, my 14 paper is minimum 14 citation. And same way the I10 means the number of the papers have minimum 10 citation. See, the same Dr. Kalyan citations, his 7 paper have more than 10. Okay, more than 10 citation because 12. Okay, but 8 the 8वां paper इनका जो है, जो 8th paper है, it has 9. So his I10 index it is only 7. Okay, same way, see, this is my profile. By that I want to explain you. See, my profile in Google profile, my citation is how much? 794. Okay, so my H index is 14, my I10 index is 24. So it means that my 14 paper have minimum 40 citation. If you want to see, this is my papers, and it is arranged on the basis of the decreasing order of the citation. My first paper, it is, no, it has 42, second, see, 42, 31, 31, 31, 26, 24, 26. Then 19, 17, 14, 13, 14. See, my 14 paper have minimum 14 citation. If I go to there, it become my 15 paper, and this citation is less than 15, then my H index is 14. And H10 means if you come, no, then H index, it will show, no, my 24 papers have, minimum 10 in citations. So my I10 index is 10 and my H index is 14. Okay, so I10 index also I explained the number of the papers of a centimetric researcher which received at least 10 citation in the calculated by I10 index. This is the measured by use of the Google Scholar to measure the performance of a researcher. The advantage of its simplicity is calculate and freely available in the Google. Now, one more index is there, G index. G index is a little bit complicated. Okay, the G index is an author level matrix suggested in 2006 by Leo Ige. The index is calculated based on the distribution of citation received by given researcher publications such that given a set of the article ranked. Okay, when we rank the article, okay, on the, suppose my profile is there, if my citation was ranked in the decreasing order, then the largest number such that the G article received together at least G square citation. Okay, suppose my highest citation, no, 5 paper received 25, no, the value will be square. Suppose if I say, for example, as I mentioned here, I am saying my H index is a 14. It means that my 14 paper have minimum 14 citation. Here, I10 index means my minimum 24 paper have the 10, my 24 paper have the 10 citation. If I say my G index is 5, it means that my 5 publication have more than 25. If I say citations, if I say my G index is 100 and my G index is my G index is 10, it means that my 10 paper have minimum, no, G square means 10 square equal to 100 citation. So I calculated there. See, this is a paper's rank. One paper have 15, two paper have 11 citation, then third paper have 10 citation, then G index 4 paper have 9 citation. Okay, so here see the G index will be 3. Why? Because 3 paper have no G3 means 3 into 3 equal to 9. So the third paper have 10 means more than 9 citation. If you come to the fourth one, then what happens? See, the G index 4, if I say 4, no, then 4 into 4, the citation will be 16, which is lesser than 9. So G index means that when paper and their citation, if you arrange in the decreasing order of the citation, the value where the number of the paper, no, it is square their citations. One example I just want to give. Suppose this is my papers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, 6. So my G index will be only 5. Why? Because only my 5 paper have 5 square means 25 citation. If I say my G index is 6, then my citation would be 36. Okay, so the citation, when you draw the line in that mixed line where the square value is coming, that is your G index. Now Almatrix. This is a new parameter of the measuring the impact, which is based on your social index. Almatrix is measured matrix that quantify the data are complementary to the traditional citation based matrix. They are include but not limited to peer review of faculty of 1000 citation of the Wikipedia and public policy document discussion and research blog, mainstream media coverage, bookmark, and reference management like Mendeley, mention the social network site like Twitter's data. How the scholar's work is viewed by colleague while subsequent citation represent only part of its impact. And it is also from the data from the news, blog, Twitter, no post policy, from there they are analyzing. So data of Almatrix may be retrieved from the Dimension database and Almatrix data.com. Two sources are there, Dimension database and Almatrix.com. From there we can improve. And finally, I reach to my conclusion, that is the premium state-of-the-art bibliographic data and abstract citation databases like Scopus, Web of Science are complete package which facilitate data required for any bibliometrics and metrics investigation. The Scopus is having large coverage than other databases for which may study are found to conduct research work based on the data of these databases. The premium databases like Dimensions.ai is also the state-of-art material and it provides Almatrix data at the article level. And performance measurement article level metrics and author level metrics are very essential to know the prolificity of an author, researcher, journal in any subject. These metrics facilitate the researcher working in this area to know the prominent journal, author, trending topics of the research hot spot in a subject area. The librarian are also benefited from the data set and research metrics because these scores and generate lot of information which are the huge resources of the information seeker and the library users. So in last, thank you so much. This is my presentation. Yeah. So yeah, Dr. Raful. Hello.
Yes, sir. Just a minute. The fuel, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, yeah. So thank you very much, sir, for addressing this interesting topic. So now participants can go one by one, so they can discuss the topic with sir. If they have some questions, also they can put, or they can simply raise a hand. I will call the name.
Yeah.
So I saw someone raise hand earlier. Dr. Gagoi. Participants, please.
Yes, you can also type your questions if you have any in the chat box. We'll pass it to sir. Sir will definitely answer. So you can type your question in the chat box also.
So as we have discussed many important topic for as authors, we have learned many things about publications and databases such as Scopus, Web of Science, and how citation is important. What I observed during this presentation, so I observed that the number of papers is more important than how much citations we have per paper. It's not the number of papers for individual. So we need the citations. Means we have to generate the we can say research interest among our colleagues or through our research papers and all those things. So participants can put some questions in the chat box, so you can so I think any concluding remarks also you can put on the topic. Also, one more thing which nowadays, or I think sir can say more about it, that ResearchGate. So ResearchGate is, can we consider that also as a database, or it's something different from those Scopus and all those things?
No, sir. Actually, ResearchGate is not a database. Okay, it is a research social academic social network site. Okay, academic social network site means anyone they can register, they can upload their paper. Okay, but it is also giving the citation, but that data is not authentic. That the citation data which we received by Google Scholar or Scopus or Web of Science, no, that is the authentic data. It is a citation source. But ResearchGate, it is a public platform. Okay, what
more
data
of a
is
social networking type?
Yeah. It is like a social network like Facebook. No, you have account, you upload it. So that is also considered as a social networking site for the academic, used for the academic purpose.
Yes. Because we, yes, Kasturi.
No, Dr. Rafiel, you please go ahead. I'll ask my question later.
No, just I got the got the answer. Actually, I was confused about this databases and because we are using ResearchGate nowadays very much, no? And also we are seeing that RG score as something like those who have more RG score, they are more, so something like that, no? So that's why that means it's not the H index is more important actually, not the RG score.
A few days ago,
Yeah,
research has
actually-
withdrawn their RG score, I think. RG score has been withdrawn by the
Yes.
research page.
They have now removed it. Maybe unscientific or
Remove
something
this
because of it.
RG score.
Actually, sir, no, the thing is that in RG score, actually, they are giving the point on different parameters, asking the question, replying the question. Citation
Yes,
is
yes.
only one component, and asking the
Mhm,
question is not an academic credential. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
that's why there is a lot of complaint, and now they remove the RG score. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes,
this
yes.
is the situation. But these Scopus and Web of Science, no, they are the commercial software. They are indexing and their data. No, many places, if you nowadays see many people, even the fake journals, they are claiming no, my impact factor is 5, 6, 7,
Yes,
7,
yes.
10. Okay, but if you see the actual things, no, if you evaluate these things in that parameters, it is very difficult. Okay, no library science, their journals 1 and 2 in whole social science, it is very difficult. If you JCR, if you calculate the exact impact factor,
Yes,
is no JCR and the site score. Okay,
Yes.
Scopus always see one thing. You have to also I want to tell you, the Scopus database coverage is very large. Okay,
Yes.
if coverage is large, then the article is getting more citation. That's why the
Yes.
value of the site score is always higher, upper hand.
Exactly.
And JCR,
Exactly.
the Web of Science coverage is less. That's why the impact factor is less. Suppose I write one article, you have to understand these basic things. You or me,
Yes.
if I write an article and it is published in some Scopus Index journal, and your article, that Scopus Index journal, if it is cited by some another authors who publish their paper in Scopus Index journal, then only your Scopus citation will be counted. If
Oh.
the cited author is published, suppose I write one article, you cite my article in your reference or your paper, and where you publish that is not indexed in the Web of Science or Scopus, then that will not count my citation.
I have a
Okay,
question,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Suppose one of my article has been cited by, referred by someone, and he had
Yeah.
written one article and published in a print media, not in a digital media, only in print
Yeah.
media, then how my citation will be increased?
No, your citation in that way, no, as sir told, you no, before publishing your article, you have to keep that article in your ResearchGate. Okay, LinkedIn, many platforms are there nowadays. Okay, so because that journal is article, because of copyright issue, we cannot post. No, if journals is not in open source, we cannot post. So before your draft article, you just paste in down, no, your author, your detail, your bibliographical
Yes, sir.
information, and you upload in the ResearchGate, and it will index. If
Yes,
that
sir.
journal, no, that journal is published in the Scopus Index. Actually, all the citation is based on the online. Okay, so
Yes.
if your paper is not published in the online platform, the citation will not, it is not going to be
Yes.
counted.
Yes, sir. Even sir, this publishers also promote that we should put our new articles on Twitter, or they give some links that you can put this link into the Twitter or Facebook, so that it
Now
gets promoted.
nowadays they are giving, nowadays they are giving, and before final, suppose if you publish the good journals, no, Espenja, Emerald and all.
Yes.
So before publishing, no, they are giving the before print, no, we call it edited copy. And they are writing the mail
Yes.
to the authors. I am receiving, no, if you want, you can put in the
Yes.
your ResearchGate, or you can put your IR, no, so that before print,
Yes.
Because print, there is a copyright. Before publishing our article, we have to transfer our copyright to the publisher or to the journal's owner. Okay, so after publication,
Yes,
that is
yes.
not our property. But before final version, the one hand before the final version, that is our copy. So they allowed us to post the research
Yes.
kit. That's why,
Yes.
see, in when I took my presentation, in my Google Scholar, I have around 800 citation. But when I show you my profile in the Scopus, I have 106, because many people, the other
Yes.
people who cite my article in their paper, but their paper is not indexed, that they did not publish in the Scopus. That's why my profile is not indexing their citation as my citation.
Exactly, sir. That's something new for me, sir. Because I thought, sir, anyone citing my article, that means I got the citation. But it's not like that always.
No. Yeah. It is not like that. That's why, see, your citation in Scopus will be different, Google Scholar will be different, ResearchGate will be
Yes.
different. No, that's why that variations is there.
Yes. And there is a case of self-citation also. Those, I think, they will not count or count, sir. Self-citation
Yeah,
means
actually,
in my
the
next
thing
paper,
is
if
that
I cite my
that is so. No, that things also I can help you to tell. Suppose you write one article, okay. Normally it happen in our subject. Suppose I am working in the centrometrics area. More than 30-40 papers I
Yes.
publish. And every time it is not possible to each word, yeah, each thing. Sometimes we are quoting the old our papers. Okay. So in the
Yes.
citation point of view, I am telling you the things is that suppose you are 3 authors. Okay. The first paper, when you publish, you are the first author, your second author, third author. Another paper after 3 months, if you publish, with the same author or different author,
Yes.
if you are again in first author, if you are again in the first author, your citation will not count. But in that article, if you are, your co-author is a first author and you are the second or third author, then your citation will count.
Oh, achha. That's also some
Okay.
interesting. So, Kasturi, I think
Yeah.
Dr. Kasturi, some question. Please go ahead.
Actually, thank you, Dr. Rafiul, for mentioning me once again. But whatever I wanted to ask, you and Anupam sir already asked, and I don't have any more questions. Thank you so much. Actually, my doubts are cleared, and it was a wonderful session, sir. I should thank you for that. It was an eye opener for me, actually.
Yes,
and
many things we learn.
one thing I want to share, Dr. Manoj Kumar Burma sir has a very large number of publication on his name. He is one of the most in our LIS field, I can say. He has the most publication in recent times, and I always follow sir, and sir has various publication in various topics and various fields. So I'm always I'm the follower of sir, and I'm always proud to be a colleague of Sir Manoj Kumar Burma. Although I have not met him physically, but we know each other very well, and on our request, sir has accepted our request, and sir has delivered today's lecture. And I hope all the participants has came to know various aspects of indexing databases and regarding all the publications. So, from
Exactly.
my behalf, I would like to thank you once again, sir. Thank you so very much for today's presentation. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Manu sir, am I allowed to ask a question? Because right now, when Dr. Chanda was saying something actually popped up in my mind.
Yeah.
It's not kind of a question; it's just a query.
Yeah.
Right now, he said, with all due respect, sir. Right now, he said that you have a lot of publications and the things. Congratulations, sir, on that, and I'm really appreciate that you decided to be a part of this workshop today. But the query I had is, sir. Let us say a person has a lot of publication, and one person has very few publication but a lot of citations. which one do you think would be better way to, proceed in that case?
Madam, see, two different areas are there. Okay.
Okay.
One of the Nobel Prize winner.
Hmm.
Okay. I
Yes.
don't remember his name. I think 2014 somewhere. His H index is only 2. Means his 2 paper only have more than 2 citation.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know you
Okay.
follow me or not.
Okay.
Okay. Out of 2 papers, 1 paper, the work he did, he got the Nobel Prize.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
So always see in our life, I am taking many classes, but only 1 or 2. No, the best is always 1.
Exactly.
And Anupam Chandra actually mentioned something. About number of publications. Nowadays, number of publications is not much important.
Okay.
Okay. The more important things is quality of the publications. How we measure the quality? When we publish the paper in some international reputed journal, which is in your subject area, no, top 10, top 15, top 100 journals. So, Dr. Chandra mentioned, we are not only in the number, okay, the way we are minds, if you see the our publication is Spencer, I think last 2.5 years only, or last 3 years, we can publish more than 10 paper in the Emerald publications, Taylor and Francis, Sage publications. Okay, if you publish the quality publication, then okay. And now another things I want to mention in this platform. Now there is a trend. 15 years back, madam and Rafael sir.
Yes.
That time in social science and all, we are saying that if someone write a single paper, he say, I am the sole author. In present trend, there is a less value of the sole work. Okay. In the present time, one more impact is that your collaboration. How strong is that collaboration? Now see, in our bibliometric indicators, we are calculating the collaboration impact, collaboration coefficient. How the paper, suppose you are as an author, you have a more number of collaboration, you are treated more efficient researcher.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that now the measurement of the impact, that measurement of the scholarly impact is also changing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, there is no matter, madam, number of papers, but as Dr. Chandra mentioned, we are university system and we have many research scholars. Now 8 PhD researchers, they completed his PhD and now 7 is doing under me. So we have 15 members research team now. Okay, and I have many outside collaborators, Malaysia and Japan and many outside places. Also, we have collaborator different institutions also. So in that way, the number, when we collaborate, our number will increase and it will also increase the impact.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
yes.
I just wanted to know, like, whether this numbers matters or the quality matters. So that was one thing.
Quality.
Yes.
Quality matters, madam.
Yes, sir. So, and as you were like explaining this, one more thing you said about something about the collaborations. So, I'm just curious. Is it necessary that we collaborate within the domain? Let us say, if I am from social science, I should, strictly, confine myself to social science. Or is it possible, like, if we are from social science, we can collaborate with humanities or maybe physical sciences or other sciences? Like, does it count?
Man, the thing is that the collaboration is only, it is depend upon your research in topic. Suppose you are doing a research on the library science, then you have to collaborate library science. Why we want to collaborate? Because suppose why we need the collaborator? Collaborator we need that in that, but I am library science person. I want to do some research on the commerce. Okay,
Yes.
but commerce I'm not expert. So for some extent, I need the help of the commerce. I am collaborating. So it's depend your collaboration. Now,
Yes.
see, recently we communicated one paper we did in aquaphonic.
Yes.
We did one study on the aquaphonic. We communicated. I in that paper I collaborated with one ICR, Indian Agricultural Research Institute scientist. Many times I am working on suppose chemistry. So I am collaborating with the chemistry professor because the technical things, something I have to take help from him. Okay, so collaboration,
Okay.
department-wise,
Yes.
institute-wise, union-wise, it fully depends on your topic, your area of the research.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Also, sir, I think this number of collaboration and the diversity of collaboration, it will actually attract
Yeah.
more audience. And if there is more
Yeah,
audience,
yeah,
means
yeah.
more
More
citations.
audience. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
sometimes we add some authors who have very less contribution, but since he is belonging from some countries, so we add him so that our papers get also more audience or something like that.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that also
Yeah.
happens sometimes. So yes.
Yeah.
So anyone from our participants?
Yeah. Dr.
ahead.
Burma, this is MP Singh from CSIR IITR. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Actually,
Yeah.
you mentioned about a Nobel laureate of 3 or 4 years back, and you mentioned that he has citation to H index. Could you tell me the area of Nobel laureate if you don't remember his name? Because I don't believe that any Nobel
No,
laureate
here, sir, also I
having less, H index less than 2 or 2 and could get Nobel Prize in the area of science.
sir.
No,
So
I think
I
said about
will
number
say,
of
sir, I
papers.
will search his name and no. I am not talking about number of paper. I am talking about I told about H index. Only one work
H
he did
index.
in life, and then
No,
that
no,
work he got
I
Nobel
got
Prize.
your point. I got your point. But if you mentioned H index 2, it itself indicates only that 2 papers are cited twice.
No. It is not like that, sir.
H index means that only, sir.
No, it is not. It means that, please you understand my point. It means that there are
Yes.
2 paper have maximum 2 citation. Yeah, 2 times.
Yeah.
One paper
Yeah,
he got
yeah, sir.
around, sir, one paper on which he got Nobel Prize that have around 25-30,000 citation. But another
Maybe. I fully agree. That's why I asked the name. If you don't remember the name of the scientist, could you mention his area of expertise?
sir, at this moment, though, I am not able to because this question came suddenly. Okay.
Okay,
Then,
no problem. No issue, sir.
Suddenly,
So we can
this
form-
question came about citation, so I am not
No
remembering.
issue, sir. No
So
issue.
it's
I became curious because I'm working in the area of science.
Yeah.
So that's why I became curious. Anyway, thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. So, in the last, from my side, I would like to thank Dr. Kasturi Goswami and Dr. Anupam Chandra and Dr. Laskar for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to interact with you and share my small knowledge what I am. Okay, I don't know how much I am able to satisfy because this matrix things is a very complicated. Many times,
Yes.
even we are working, we are also confused, and there is just so many metrics. When I teach, I take your class. See, someone is calculating on the basis of the 2 years, someone is 3 years, someone is average. So it is a very confusing for me also when I compiling and we are working in the Santa matrix. Also, many times when suddenly someone ask some questions, we have a lot of confusions because day by day the new things is coming, new matrix is coming, someone is absoluting, so and many mathematical things are involved in that. So I don't know how much I make the justice in with you, but this is as much as possible I try to explain the things in the simple form. I also show different screenshot. I also show the different data I took my personal data because I am more familiar to that data to explain the things. Okay, that's why I took my personal Scopus data. I have Google Scholars data on that. Okay, so with this, thank you each and all. And last but not least, I am very thankful to all the participants for their patience and listening to me. Thank you each and all.
Thank you, sir. It was indeed an extremely informative and valuable session. I hope the collaboration will continue with our Bahona College. So, on behalf of Bahona College, finally, yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Definitely.
yes, sir. So, and
Yeah,
we would like to thank
sir,
all the participants also. Yes, sir. So we would like to thank all the participants also for joining us, especially Dr. Mohendra Pratap Singh sir also. So he discussed about some H index of some Nobel laureates, which we'll see or we'll communicate later. Also, we can communicate. And also so this is it. Thank you all for participating. For the participants, please stay connected to our WhatsApp groups. So we'll update about our future course of action. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Today's session could please mention the fuel.
And session code we have in our chat box. You can check in the chat box. So we have Honda and Amazon, two of our session code.
Session 1 code is Amazon and session 2 code is Honda. Kindly check it. It's for session 1 it's Amazon, AMAZON, and for session 2 the code is Honda, it's HONDA. So the feedback link is shared.
Yes.
Kindly put your feedbacks.
Feedback already pasted in the chat box.
The link is there in the chat box. And anything later also you can contact directly also if you have getting some problem with the link. So I hope all clear. So thank you all.